I've decided that February is going to be a soft month. A month for love, self-love included, rest, and gentle productivity. For me, January is always tough, and rather than push and grind and stress in February, I'd like to try and take the month to flow, to work towards my goals in a positive way, to have fun, to spend time with loved ones, and most importantly, to enjoy the moment. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my February reset. Feels like it's been a long time since I did a reset because in January was all New Year's stuff, so we didn't do like a January specific reset. Anyways, I hope your February is off to an amazing start. So far, mine has been pretty good. I have to say that when February rolls around, I feel like a weight is lifted off of my shoulders because January for me, I think is one of the hardest months of the year. It's still dark, it's still cold. You're expected to feel all of this motivation, but personally, I don't. So anyways, I just feel so glad when February rolls around, and I'm feeling really inspired and really motivated to make this video for you all so we can check in, reset together, and set some goals to make February a fantastic month. If you're new to my channel, hello, my name is Zoe. I'm 26 and I live in Montreal. I would love for you to subscribe, and whether or not you're new, please give this video a thumbs up because it really supports my channel. Aside from the facts that, like I just mentioned, January is a pretty low motivation month for me, I do feel like I was able to make some good strides. I really focused in on my workouts, which was a big goal that I wanted to start this year. I think for so many of us, we're like those January warriors at the gym. And yeah, I think I'm really proud of myself. I think I did a pretty good job sticking to my 3 workouts a week goal, and I've been having fun with that. It's been feeling really good, and I'm really motivated to continue progressing and continue working on my workout habit, I guess, throughout the next couple of months. My favorite thing that I did in January actually was in the last week of January, I did a self-care themed week. I actually vlogged it, so some of you may have already seen that vlog. I will link it down below if you are interested, but I really focused in on self-care. And so like every day after work or little moments throughout the workday, I was like, what can I do to take care of myself, to help me feel good? And I don't know, this is gonna sound kind of sad, but I never really prioritized self-care that way before. I always was just like grind, productivity, like whatever, you know, I never prioritized taking care of myself, and I would always feel the repercussions of that. And so last week I prioritized it, and I felt the repercussions in a good way. I really felt the positive impact that taking care of myself, just little moments every single day, had. So that, I think, is my biggest win for January, something that I'm really proud of. And that is what inspired the kind of self-love that, of course, is so on par with Valentine's Day theme for February. Is like that 1 week made me feel so good. And I wasn't focused on money. I wasn't focused on like, oh, you know, what am I spending? What am I saving? What am I earning? I wasn't focused on those things that typically give me so much anxiety, you know, work included, just productivity and just general life anxieties. I really felt calm and I felt at peace, and I was like, whoa, I want to continue feeling this way. So that's what a lot of my February goals and what I really want to focus in on for this reset. So that's that for January. Before we dive into looking forward for February, I just want to ask you guys, what do you want to see for these monthly reset videos? I feel like sometimes I try and make them more vlog style, where we go out and we do stuff and we do reset activities together. Sometimes they're just here at home and they're chatty, and I'm not really sure like what to kind of keep doing. I love this series because first and foremost, it holds me accountable. And then I think it's also nice for you all to like have these monthly videos to check in on. I know a lot of other creators do them too. I mean, I fully jumped on the bandwagon. I take no credit for this idea, but I would love to know from you, what do you want to see from me in terms of a monthly reset video? So please let me know in the comments, and if you have any ideas as you're watching this video, just leave me a comment. I'll be so happy to read them. And while you're down there in the comments, let me know what some of your goals are for February, and let me know what something you're proud of from January is. I just love, love, love reading your life updates in the comments. I feel like I'm getting to know each and every one of you who comments, and like I recognize your usernames, I recognize your little thumbnail photos, and it really means a lot to me. So can't wait to chat with you guys down there. Now let's jump into February. Okay, we have, I look like a freak. We have my emotional support notebook here. I am really moving away from digital kind of journaling and goal setting. I know a lot of people love Notion. I really loved using Notion last year. However, there's something so, I don't know, tangible about having my goals really in my journal. And I carry this thing with me everywhere. Because I've been doing cash budgeting, I already bring this kind of folio with me with my cash envelopes. So I've upgraded to a bigger purse, and I also now just carry my journal around with me everywhere. And in the way that people have their emotional support water bottles, I have my emotional support notebook / journal. So I love having my goals in here, and I can check things off and, I don't know, just stay really, really interactive. And this is what's been working for me lately. Maybe I'll switch back to a digital, I don't know, but loving this. And something else that's been giving me a lot of comfort is actually segmenting my goals into those 3 categories of personal, career, and finances. Okay, so we're gonna do this live on camera. I haven't totally sat down and like thought about what each of my goals are gonna be aside from the self-love theme. The other thing and the other reason for the self-love, let's just chat about that quickly, is I'm going on vacation. I'm going on vacation in February. I'm going to be in Florida for 2 weeks. And while I'm not gonna be taking the entire 2 weeks off work just because I really like what I do, so I don't want to like completely stop working. I just had time off at Christmas. I don't feel like I need to completely detach from work, but I am going to slow down my working pace a little bit. So with that in mind, and with being on vacation, slowing down my working pace, it's not really the time to set this goal of like, I'm gonna have a 10K month, I'm gonna, bill so many hours, I'm gonna, whatever. It's just like, no, it's not, that's not the point. So I guess in that sense, the point is going to be, how can I relax on vacation, take care of myself, enjoy time with my boyfriend and with his family, enjoy being in Florida, it's gonna be so amazing, while integrating work in a positive and stress-free way into that vacation. That to me is me living my dream life, because I always dreamed of being like a freelancer and being able to do that digital nomad kind of thing. So to be able to work on vacation for me is like an amazing privilege and an amazing achievement, I guess. And so yeah, let's just integrate that positively into my vacation. I don't foresee that being a problem, and I'm really excited for it. So aside from that, what I want to do to set more specific and more concrete SMART goals is to make sure that those goals that I'm setting are tying back to my annual goals. This is something that I did not do last year. Instead, every month I just set kind of whatever goals came to mind. But this year, I really want to tie it back. So tie it back to those overall annual goals, because if we set annual goals and we're not checking in on them throughout the months, well, the months make up that year. And if you're not focusing on those annual goals, well, then how can they come true if you just don't think about them and forget about them? So I have that list that I had made in actually last week's video of all of my personal and career goals. And then I have my financial goals on another page. I'm gonna take a moment to reflect on these, and then I will be back with the actual goals for February. Do you wanna come here? Do you wanna come up? Jump up. Jump up. Good job. Oh, you don't wanna stay? It's okay. We're back. Let's run through these goals that didn't take very much time at all, and I love just seeing it written down on paper. It makes me feel so much lighter, and I think that's where I really do like the term reset. I've seen some comments of people being like, the word reset, like it's overdone, we're over it, but I honestly do really, really like it. Not for the fact that it's like trendy, that it's like SEO or whatever, but when you really think about what does it mean to reset your body, to reset your mind, I don't think it means like blank canvas, like you're a brand new person. It just is like letting things click back into place mentally, physically, so that you feel good and you feel like you're able to move forward in life. For that reason, I really, really like the term reset. And I think just writing down these little goals is very therapeutic, and it does give you that reset feeling. At the end of this video, I want to talk about this little list that I made of little things that you can do to also give you that reset feeling. I wish that we would go do them together in this video, but I wasn't prepared enough, and I still want this video to go up kind of at the beginning of the month, so that'll come later. not me exposing my weaknesses as a YouTuber. Okay, so the first thing that I wrote down is, again with that self-love, but to give February a more concrete theme than just like self-love Valentine's Day, I wrote rest and prep. So resting, feeling good, self-care, that's where that self-love comes in. And then also just prepping for March, which I feel like March will be maybe a little bit more productivity focused, seeing as February for half the month I'm going to be gone. Plus something very, very exciting is happening at the beginning of March. And so I need to prepare for that. Okay, so personal goals. The personal goals are bigger than the career and finance goals for those very reasons that I just mentioned. And these all tie back to those goals that I set for my annual one. So first annual goal, stress less. So what am I gonna do in February to ensure that I am less stressed? Well, first of all, vacation. But vacation doesn't automatically, and we really should talk about this, vacation doesn't automatically equal I'm stress-free, right? How many times have we gone on vacation and stewed in our minds about a person that we're dating, about our careers? Sometimes when the mind is idle, and vacation gives us that chance to have an idle mind, if you lean on the anxious side, or maybe not, your mind can take that idle opportunity to focus in on something and kind of drive you crazy with that one thought. Like when I was younger and when I was like single, I would spend vacations thinking about a guy that I was seeing. Does he like me? Is he gonna FaceTime? Like, oh my God. And how many little moments did I ruin like stewing about that? When I was in school and I would go on vacation while I was like, you know, in university, I'd be thinking about my grades or my classes or my future. Like I wouldn't always enjoy vacation to the fullest because I'd be worrying about something else. And so just because I'm a little bit older, just because I'm in a relationship and I'm not in school, it doesn't mean I'm off the hook for that. I could worry about my career. I could worry about my finances. I could worry about a million things under the sun. So making conscious efforts to be present on vacation, to not let those little nagging thoughts and those anxieties and those worries creep into your mind. And so I wrote down, you know, let's not worry about my income while I'm on vacation. I will probably make less money next month because I'm not gonna work as many copywriting hours. I'm not gonna work as many admin contract hours. And I don't know, like YouTube, it's just so variable. So with that, I don't know, but I'm not going to be hard on myself about my income because I'm out there enjoying a vacation. I also don't want to worry about YouTube growth. Sometimes being on YouTube is so funny. It's such a it can really take a hit on your ego sometimes when you upload a video, you really love that video, you put so much effort into it, and then it just doesn't resonate with either your audience or the algorithm the way that you wanted it to. And for anyone who makes YouTube videos, you know exactly what I'm talking about. For anyone who doesn't, when you upload a video, you have what's called the YouTube Studio that will show you insights into your video. And if your video is performing above average, above your channel's average, you will get a filled in green check mark. It's like a bubble that's green and the check mark inside is white, so the bubble's filled in green. If your video is performing about average, about normal, there's like a kind of range, you will get a green check mark that's not filled in. And if your video is performing below average, you will get a gray downwards facing arrow. And what that downwards gray arrow does to me is horrible. And it's so stupid. It's just like, okay, you uploaded this and people are not resonating with it. It's really not the end of the world. It's not a reflection of me as a person. It's not a reflection of me as a creator. There's so many factors that go into that gray arrow. Yet what that gray arrow has the power to ruin a day for me. It really, really does. And so I'm really working on detaching myself from those freaking arrows and check marks, because am I gonna let a check mark or an arrow ruin my day, right? If I was an investor, do I wanna let, you know, seeing that my investments have gone down today, I mean, I guess I am an investor, I have investments, but you know what I mean. Am I gonna let that ruin my day? No. Am I gonna let, you know, if I was a store owner, am I gonna count how many people walk through my door and let that ruin my day? No. So I'm not gonna let these green arrows or gray check marks, the other way around, ruin my day anymore. And so even while I'm on vacation, I'm gonna try and look at that less. I already had a big win actually last week where a vlog that I uploaded got those gray arrows and I started to go, oh, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? Oh my God, da, 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 da. And I said, Zoey, just stop. It's okay. It's totally cool. It's totally okay. And I was like, oh yeah, it is okay. Okay. And man, that was so liberating. So just keeping that in mind. And I know that story might not be relatable, you know, for everyone who doesn't make YouTube videos, but we all have those little things in our life that we give it the power to ruin our day, and we can take that power back and be like, no, 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 little arrow or little message from my passive aggressive boss or little, you know, whatever it may be. We're not gonna let that ruin our day. Okay, just got real passionate there. Goal number 2 is, you guys, to work on my TMJ. So for that, I mean, there's not really much I think I'm gonna do in Florida. I foresee my TMJ going away in Florida because, as we know, it is directly tied to my stress. And I hope I'll be very stress-free while I'm in Florida. But I also have an appointment to go to the dentist in March, and I am going to ask for some Botox because I have had enough. So that more to come on that in March. Goal number 3 is to take better care of myself. And I wrote down some concrete steps of what I am going to do this month. So first is water on vacation. I just want to carry that big old Stanley cup of mine absolutely everywhere with me, and making sure I should set like a concrete goal to drink like 2 or 3 of those per day. I feel like right now I drink 1, maybe 1.5, but let's start by moving up to 2. So let me write that down. 2 Stanleys. Something that I used to do religiously was lemon water. Remember when everyone on Instagram was like obsessed with lemon water and was like, lemon water in the morning, lemon water in the morning. It's funny with these trends because it's like, does it not become like, if it's not trendy anymore, is it no longer healthy? No, we've just kind of forgotten about it. So the other day I woke up like craving lemon water and it made me feel so good. That's actually what's in this cup right now, is warm lemon water. By now it's actually room temperature because it's freezing. But hey, let's get back into the lemon water. I feel like that is such a good way, especially on vacation, to start my day. My kind of Florida habit, which is really bad, is to drink cold brew, because in America they have just like more cold brew options from the grocery store than we do. Cold brew with like a nut pod creamer, and that's delicious, and I still plan on consuming those, but maybe not first thing. Maybe we'll do lemon water first and then the iced coffee second. Even when I'm at home, actually, not even just in Florida, but when I'm at home, the first thing I usually put in my body is a cup of Earl Grey tea with oat milk. This is a perfect solution because I always want something warm in the morning. That's why I lean towards tea, and like cold water, just I don't want that first thing. But this is a really good way to get hydrated, get a little dose of healthy before putting the caffeine, the tea, the oat milk, whatever else in my body. I also wrote down limited alcohol on vacation. I don't drink that much in life. I've really cut it down over the past couple of years, but I do feel like on vacation you could be like, oh, you know, I'm on vacation, but alcohol, it just doesn't do it for me. It makes me anxious, it makes me break out, it makes my eczema worse, and I don't need it. The only thing I really want to drink on vacation is I want to try Spritz Society. You know, the girls from the Morning Toast, they have that canned cocktail company. I really want to try ordering some because we don't get it in Canada. So that's really the only time I foresee myself like drinking, maybe having a drink at dinner once or twice, but just really want to make sure that I'm not just drinking just because I'm on vacation or just because it's offered to me. I don't have to say yes, right? And that is, anyway, we won't get into the whole alcohol culture, but oftentimes when something's presented to us, we feel like we have to say yes, but it's very okay to politely say no. And sugar. Sugar, sugar, sugar. America is the land of sugar, and every time I go there, I feel like I'm like, let's go, sugar. I put sugar in everything because I'm on vacation, right? I'm on vacation, I can do whatever I want. Yes, you can, Zoe, but you will feel the repercussions of it. Actually, my eczema, my very first time I got that eye breakout eczema was in Florida, and I'm pretty sure it's from having too much sugar. So I want to keep my eye literally on that while I'm there. Number 5 is to declutter. I really made a big effort to declutter my place at the beginning of the year in January, right before New Year's actually. I like massive declutter, and it felt so good that I just want to keep going. Like, I'm looking around my house and I just have so many little knickknacks, dust collectors, things that I haven't used or worn or even touched or thought about in months, if not years, like old makeup that's probably, once again, it all comes back to the eczema, right? But just all these little things that I'm holding on to for sentimental reasons or because they were expensive when I bought them, but I don't use them. Goodbye, declutter. We're simplifying my life in 2023. That's a big one. Oh my God, I just realized I completely skipped number 4. Number 4 was to keep going with my 3 workouts a week. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I'm very proud of myself for how I've been doing on that. The only thing is my initial goal was to do home workouts. I've not been enjoying the home workouts. I can't lie, they just really don't motivate me. They don't do it for me. But what I have been doing is going to the condo gym actually at JS's place and doing these workouts from Mari Llewellyn's Slay app. I've never really been like a gym person. I tried it last summer with Copilot and that was really great as well. But I wanted to try this app because I really like her podcast. I really like her page and I just wanted to support her and also try out the app. So I was like, oh, it's perfect. And I've really been enjoying that. So whether it's doing the Slay app, I don't know if I'll be able to do it in Florida, whether it's back to my Be Home, the bar workouts, or actually going and trying some classes. JS and I have like a bucket list of workout classes we want to try in Florida. We want to do Orange Theory, want to do F45, we want to do Barry's Boot Camp. So just making sure even while on vacation that I get my 3 workouts in because that has been making me feel so good. Back to that reset thing, like not just physically, but mentally, and also knowing that you set a goal to do 3. It's very, very manageable to do 3. So when you know that you set a goal and you achieved it, it just feels so good. And I think the most important thing that has been helping me achieve those 3 workouts a week is scheduling it and having JS to hold me accountable and be like, no, you said you're gonna do 3. Go do your 3. I'll watch Maggie. Like Maggie was kind of the reason I wanted to do home workouts because I can't leave her alone. But JS and I have kind of gotten into this routine of like, okay, I watch the dog, you go do your workout, and I'm just really grateful for that. So that's been amazing, the workouts. And yeah, that's a wrap on my personal goals. Career, very minimal for this section. First goal is to stick to Tuesday, Thursday dedicated contract days. At the beginning of the month, I mentioned that I wanted to just get more segmented with my different projects that I have going on to be more efficient, work smarter, not harder, blah, blah, blah. And I really had a hard time in January implementing that goal. I think it's because I just wasn't organized enough. And sometimes when you want to implement something new, you need to get ahead before you can put into place a new structure. Like I need to get ahead of all of my work before I can come in and be disciplined. So I really this month want to try and get ahead or even slow down. You know, it could be maybe get ahead, it could be maybe be slow down to implement those changes and get on that concrete working schedule. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, content creation, social media days, Tuesday, Thursday, contract days. And I think all of that will help me be more at peace, more organized, and I hope also help me be more efficient, which means I'll be able to make a little bit more money. We all love that, eh? Making more money. This is more of a short-term goal for February is to wrap up the LinkedIn project that I am working on for my copywriting client. We're working on some LinkedIn stuff and I just want to wrap that up before I go on vacation so that it is off of my shoulders. So that's just a little micro goal there. And something I want to work on is having a faster film edit upload turnaround time. Somehow I got really slow. I feel like I got out of my filming, editing, uploading groove after taking so much time off for the holidays. I feel like doing Vlogmas might have burnt me out a little bit. And so I was like, oh no, I have to edit. But I really love editing. And every time I sit down to do it, it's so much fun. But I've built it up in my head to be a bigger task than it needs to be. And so just working on undoing that and like filming, editing, and then uploading the video faster so that one, you guys can get more content so that it's a little bit more timely. You're seeing it more like in real time. That is something that I want to do and work on starting this month and then into the future months. The last thing that I want to work on career-wise is being more, what's the word? consistent with posting on Instagram. I feel like I have a really nice little community on Instagram. Like the people who DM me are so nice. Some of them I recognize the names from the comments on YouTube. Some of them maybe don't comment on YouTube, but you interact with me on Instagram. And this summer, or was it the fall? It was in September. I did a little refresh on my Instagram and people were like, we want to see more content from you. We want to see these things. And I kind of am like sporadic with giving that content, but I really enjoy doing it. So I just want to get better at taking the time. And again, back to that dedicated schedule, making time to create content for Instagram and interact with you guys and post on stories. It's been a lot of fun. I've been trying over the past couple of days to make more of an effort there, and I really want to keep going with that. I feel like on vacation is the perfect time too. It'll be so much fun. And lastly are my financial goals, my personal favorites, but we will talk more about them in my monthly money video. Really quick, I just have 3 that I want to mention here. The first is to do my cash envelopes on vacation. I kind of forgot, knowing that I was going on vacation, I was like, okay, I have to be careful with my credit card because I always overspend when I use my credit card, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, Zoe, you're going to America. Like there's cash there. You can use cash and it's really easy in Canada. Every single bank has American money. So I was like, you can do your cash envelopes on vacation. So that's going to be a fun little experiment and is a goal of mine. Number 2 is just back to that annual goal to earn $5K this month. I set the annual goal for every single month to earn $5,000 or more. So even though I'm not going to stress about it, that is that baseline goal that I would like to hit for the month of February. And last thing in February financially is I'm working really hard on paying off my line of credit. I wanted to have it paid off in 3 months. So that meant it was $724 that I owed to the line of credit every single month. I did it in January and let's hope we do it February, and then by March we'll do it and it's paid off. So those are my goals for February. Let me know what you think in the comments. And once again, let me know what your goals are for the month of February. I hope that we can cheer each other on and hold each other accountable. And I swear, when you comment your goals in the comments, it's good luck. It brings good luck. I don't know. I don't make the rules. Alrighty, so to wrap up this video, this is my little list of proven reset tasks. These are Zoe approved reset tasks. If you do any of these things, you will feel so good, I promise. So here's what I wrote down. The first is take a bubble bath. There is something so relaxing about taking a bath, and adding the bubbles just takes it to the next level. Sometimes I like to journal in the bath. Sometimes I like to read. Sometimes I like to just kill my brain cells on TikTok, but whatever it is, just being in that warm water is so relaxing. It's such a me moment. And when I come out, I put on lotion, put on my big fluffy robe, and I just feel so amazing. Next one is going in a sauna. If you have access to a sauna, oh my gosh, 15 minutes in the sauna, you're a new person when you come out. It's so good. Stretching is another one. I really like Yoga with Adriene videos on YouTube for stretching. If you just take 15, 20, or even 30 minutes, if you can, to do some stretching at home, you feel so good. You do it before bed, you're gonna sleep like a baby. Oh my gosh. And look, you guys, if you combine either a bath and then stretching or the sauna and then stretching, you're on another level. Oh my God. I hope you try it. Another one that actually is kind of like a combination of the before is hot yoga, hot bar, hot Pilates. Clearly, I just really like heat, you guys, for like, I don't know, you just sweat and you feel rejuvenated. You take a shower after and you're just like, wow. Hot yoga is fantastic. If you are in Montreal, I recommend Enso yoga. There's also Idolem, which I've never tried, but anyways, I feel like there's hot yoga or hot bar or hot Pilates in most cities around the world, I would imagine. So give it a try if you haven't yet. Okay, this next one's a little bit superficial, but whenever I self-tan, I feel so good. Whether it's just my face, you guys know I like the Salty face tanner. I couldn't recommend it enough. For the body, I use Loving Tan. I haven't done it in a while, but I do actually plan to do it maybe tomorrow as like a Sunday activity. Yeah, doing a self-tan, although it is, you know, it's superficial, it's out there level, but it does feel very resetting for me because it gives me that glow that, especially in the winter time, my skin is so dry and it's just lacking that glow. So I like to add it on, even if it's fake. And then speaking of those dry winter skin, exfoliating your face, exfoliating your body, I like to use a dry brush to do that. Feels so, so, so good. So look, if I was gonna make a little recipe for you guys, it would look something like this. Hot yoga or a sauna or a bubble bath, okay? Pick your step number 1. Then go do your stretching. Then do your exfoliating. jump in the shower, and then self-tan. And there you have my little reset routine for you guys. Maybe next month we'll actually do that all together. So once again, let me know what you want to see out of these monthly reset videos. But that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed it. I personally had so much fun resetting and hanging out with you guys. I hope this video made you feel happy, motivated, inspired, or maybe I just kept you company. Whatever it may be, I'm so grateful that you spent the last little bit of time with me. I love you so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.